Hello and welcome back to Rolly's Wheels, and today we're going to be looking at fitting a new master switch for the electric wind windows on my Jaguar XJR 308, and this is the car. So I'm just going to take you around now to show you the driver's door. I've removed the inside panel already, and I'm going to show you how it all goes together when I put the panel back. But just take a little look at this. So here we are. This is the door panel now with the door card removed. This is obviously the door handle. That's all working okay. But the door card, when I took it off, you've got some press studs here, 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 and here, and here, and along here, and up the side as well. And once you've plied it out from the bottom, you pull out from the bottom first, and you've removed the screw from behind this door handle, and also the screw from underneath the arm itself. I'll show you when I put that back together again. Then you actually lift the door card up slightly, and then you'll actually free it from the top of this door frame here. Oh, and by the way, there's one point which I must mention. This connector actually goes onto the bottom courtesy door opener light, and to undo it, it's very, very simple. In its socket, just get a screwdriver and just literally pinch that together and pull it out. You don't have to pull this metal bracket out and away, you just pinch it and it just comes straight off. And this is the connector for the speaker, and this one is the fancy connector which goes on to the electric wind master switch. And I think as someone else on YouTube has shown, this is quite a fancy connector, because when it's actually connected, this comes across in that position, and you've actually got, if you look at the little spring-loaded plastic lug there, you actually push it down and push this lever back and then unplug. So I'm going to take you now to the door panel, because I'm going to show you the inside of the door panel. So there's the speaker. This is the bottom of the door, by the way, so perhaps what I should do is turn it the right way around. There we go. Okay, so there's the speaker. This is your courtesy light switch, and I said, you know, the spring clip you just push in to pull out. And these are these locators which you need to just push into place once you've slid the door panel back up. But today I'm looking at replacing the master switch, which, if I just turn this round the other way, you'll see it's that. So I'm going to replace that today. So to take that out, there are two screws. There's one down there and the other one is just there, and they are actually Phillips heads. So take a look at that, and that one there. So I'm just going to remove those now. So just carefully making sure you don't lose the screw. Get my finger in there in a minute. That's that one removed, and we'll go in for this one now. The end of the screwdriver being magnetic does help to be able to get these screws out. Otherwise it does okay. Okay, so I'm now going to put the door card back on again. and this is the little connection that goes on to the bottom corner. So basically I just lift this up a little bit more. You can see that that's quite an easy push fit. It's nice and tight. Then we've got the speaker to connect, which I shall do now. Let's move this card a bit further along. And there's only one more to go into here. Let's move it a bit closer. There we go. Okay, and that's fitted in. And then we zoom back out. We've got this fancy connector, which I've told you about. That goes on. Now this one, just angle this down a little bit. There. So this one actually, in order to make it fit, push all the way in, it actually, that's like a seesaw, and it actually pushes down and click that past that little spring clip, if you can just zoom in on that. So now that's all connected up. Now we're ready to have a go at putting the door card back on again. So just remember, when you're putting this back in again, the likelihood is that this rubber strip, which runs against the side of the glass, might just drop off when you're taking the panel off. So when you're putting it back on again, you can see that there is here a strip for it to go inside. So you can see that very carefully, it just slides inside. So just make sure that that's fitted in correctly, and then it should be okay. I'll have a go now putting it in. Okay, now it's just a little tricky because you've got to literally hang it on the top, and then you've got to pull it down because there are those locators behind the door which slot in somewhere behind here and here. So once you've got the top all lined up, then you can hammer your studs back in again. So here. Okay, so I think I've got that nicely in place. I've just now got to put in the cup behind here that holds this into place, and then hopefully everything will be okay. I'll just put that in now. So I'm now going to put the bezel back on. Well, first of all, before I put it back on again, I'm going to give it a bit of a clean first of all, before that goes on, because it just looks a bit sort of slightly dirty. So before that goes on, I'm going to give it a clean. So now I've actually cleaned up the back plate for the driver's door handle. There were some scratches, as you would normally get from your fingernails grabbing the door handle to open it. And what I used as a little bit of a tip is the Jaguar's Scratch X20 or X2, which gets rid of fine scratches and actually provides a nice bit of a shine to it as well. So hey presto, it's worked. So now I'm going to take that and we're going to have to put this on. Make sure that this is all nice and tight. So in order to put this bezel on, you have to open up this door handle. Open it up all the way, and then the bezel should actually sit into place. Okay, so I've now put the bezel back on again and the screw is back in here. So I'm going to just pop the little cap back on it. A bit of a clip. I think there is a right way and a wrong way here, so you've got to rotate it so those little grooves, you can just about see, go in the right place. There we go. Bit of a fiddle, but there we go, job done. Now I've only got to put this one screw which goes underneath here. It's a very long screw and it's just starting to bite now. Very long screw, and I think it's got to be a good grip because you're obviously getting a hold of the door handle to open and close the door, and it's got to be quite firm and tight. Okay, so that's it. So now that's the door card fully fitted and back to normal. Thank you very much for watching, and please do remember to subscribe to my channel because I've got plenty more other things coming. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.